Ever found yourself constantly clearing your throat, especially when the seasons change? You may be dealing with post-nasal drip. This is a condition where mucus builds up in the back of the throat, causing a range of discomforts such as coughing, throat clearing, and even an unsettling sensation of mucus trickling down the throat. Quite unpleasant, isn't it? But before you grimace at the thought of mucus, remember that it's not all bad. In fact, the body naturally produces around 4 cups of mucus every day. This mucus plays a key role in our health, trapping dust and viruses, and even boasting antibacterial properties. Now imagine if that mucus starts to accumulate. You may start to experience a sore throat, frequent coughing, especially at night, and even symptoms like bad breath, hoarseness, and stomach upset due to the swallowed mucus. Might sound familiar? Now that we have a grasp of what post-nasal drip is, let's look into what causes it. A variety of triggers can kickstart post-nasal drip, from seasonal allergies to even the weather. In the spring and fall, when flowers bloom and leaves fall, pollen and mold spores can trigger allergic reactions, leading to increased mucus production and post-nasal drip. Similarly, catching a cold or experiencing a sinus infection may cause the body to ramp up mucus production as a protective measure, which may lead to that all-too-familiar throat clearing and discomfort. Even environmental factors can play a role. Cold weather can dry out the nasal passages, while dry air, whether indoors or out, can cause the body to produce extra mucus in an attempt to stay hydrated. In all these scenarios, the result may be the same, post-nasal drip. So you see, it's not just about the changing of the seasons, but also about how the body responds to these changes. With these triggers in mind, let's explore how to combat post-nasal drip naturally. While over-the-counter remedies are common, they can come with side effects. But there are natural strategies one can employ to manage post-nasal drip. First up, hydration. It's not a magic bullet, but it's an important part of the puzzle. Drinking plenty of fluids helps to thin the mucus, making it easier for your body to manage. Think of mucus like a sponge. When it's dry, it's sticky and hard to move. But when it's wet, it can slide and glide much more easily. So aim to sip on water throughout the day. And if you fancy a hot drink, herbal teas can be a soothing choice. Next, let's talk food. While there isn't a one-size-fits-all post-nasal drip diet, some foods can make symptoms worse. Dairy products, for instance, are possible culprits for increasing mucus production, and let's not forget processed foods with their added sugars and salts. On the other hand, there are fruits that contains an enzyme called bromelain that may help to thin mucus. Spices like ginger and turmeric can be beneficial too, thanks to their anti-inflammatory properties. And finally, consider your environment. Dry air may exacerbate post-nasal drip, so using a humidifier can be a real game changer, especially during those dry winter months or in air-conditioned spaces. It adds moisture to the air and can help to soothe the nasal passages. And then there's the neti pot, a tool used for nasal irrigation. It may look a little odd, but it can help to clear excess mucus and allergens from your nose. With these natural remedies, one can manage post-nasal drip and enjoy spring to its fullest. Remember, it's about finding what works. So, stay hydrated, consider your diet, and think about the air you're breathing. Tackling post-nasal drip doesn't have to dampen spring. Simple lifestyle changes and natural remedies can make all the difference. Remember, post-nasal drip is a common condition that may be triggered by allergies, colds, sinus infections, or even changes in weather. It's the body's way of keeping us healthy, but it may sometimes feel uncomfortable. The secret is to keep ourselves hydrated, adjust our diets, and use tools like humidifiers and neti pots to our advantage. Drinking ample water or tea can help thin the mucus, making it less noticeable. Limiting certain foods while incorporating mucus-reducing ones like tuna, ginger, and pineapple can also help manage symptoms. And using a humidifier or a neti pot can add moisture to the air and cleanse our nasal passages, providing relief. Ultimately, understanding the causes and knowing how to tackle post-nasal drip can help one breathe easier and enjoy the beauty of spring. If you're ready to say goodbye to the discomfort of post-nasal drip, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips. Together, we can make this season one of wellness and vitality.